Welcome back to Arty Noobs for General Disturbance. This is the 105 leFH18B2, the French Tier 5 Premium SPG, and it's located on the south spawn of Kharkov under the command of Frank 1776. And the battle is about to start. Okay, we're off. Now, this is a 105mm light field howitzer mounted on top of a Char B1 chassis. It's a Tier 5 Premium SPG, and well, it's one of only two Premium SPGs in the game, and we're still waiting for Wargaming to answer our requests for more Premium SPGs to be built. In fact, we've sent them a list, a shopping list of which vehicles we think should be the ones to get the upgrade. Well, this one will do 410 alpha, and it's also penetrates 53mm of armor, but it actually can also carry heat rounds, and they will penetrate up to 104mm of armor, but of course they don't normalize, so you do need to hit the target square on. And you can carry AP rounds as well, standard AP, but you need to get a direct hit on the target to do damage, but they will do damage of 350 hit points if they can penetrate 64mm of armor. Well, you can see that Frank 1776, he's taken this Arty off to the far west side of the battlefield, and he's not going to fire from the bushes, he's actually just going to stay the other side of them, and he's found a target straight away, an M8A1. That's a Tier 4 American tank destroyer located on the north, and oh, well, he pulled back just in time to avoid that shell, and Frank's having a look for another target, and he's found one in the form of a Churchill 3 inside the town. Just dialing in from above, rounds out, direct hit, 381 hit points, and I think that may have been a penetration. And he fires another round in, but no joy. But there's a 25 TP, the Tier 5 Polish tank. It's fired a round in, and oh, wipeout! Yep, that was definitely a penetration, no doubt about that. Okay, he's reloading. 7.85 seconds is the reload. He's fired, and the shell misses the AT2, but it was very close. He's loading another round, and he's fired again, but unfortunately the AT2 pulled back. Now, I don't think he can hit that AMX that's there because he's just too close to the building, but he can certainly hit this Churchill 3 who's being attacked by this M3 Lee, but he hits the Churchill 3, tracks him for 79 hit points, fires another round in, but the Churchill's already dead. The team's doing quite well so far. There's 5 kills, 4 on the enemy. There's a Lux that hiding behind that wreck, and okay, we've got an Electo somewhere around that region, but we can't see. And in fact, there's not many targets we can fire at the moment. We need somebody on our team to spot something that we can shoot at. Sometimes when you're firing into built up areas, it can actually help to go to overhead view rather than battle assistant view to actually aim at the enemy, just to see if you can shoot into that spot. Okay, the Electo, he's backing up. Now, it's a very low tank, but very light armor, so he's working out where it's headed. Oh, it stopped! It was just over a ridgeline, but if he'd actually continued moving backwards, he would have moved right into the fall of the shot. Rounds out on the Electo. He pulls away just as our shell comes in, but he's taken out anyway. And the Lux is still hiding behind the house, and he pulls back into cover as soon as he's fired his magazine. Okay, we're looking for another target. There's 2 enemy Artys in this game, and I think he's doing a bit of counter battery work at the moment, trying to look for the tracer of one of those Artys. Scanning the river. It's always a good thing to do because sometimes the Artys will hide on that river and sit behind the bushes. But he's found a target within the town now. That Matilda and that AMX-40 have moved forward. But unfortunately, he doesn't have any shots at the moment because of the buildings. They're hugging the buildings, staying Arty safe. And that AT2, well, yes, he's Arty safe as well for the moment. There's nothing we can shoot at just yet. Oh, the AMX-40 has appeared. And I think Frank spotted that. Yes, he has. And the Matilda. Okay, he's dialing in on the Matilda. It's gone to battle assistant view. See the duck. Getting ready to shoot the Matilda. Rounds out. Might be a bit late. Oh, still tracks him. It did track him. He burned his repair kit though. He's on the move. Rounds out again. And that one wiped him out. That was definitely a penetration right into the rear of the Matilda's engine bay. And it claimed the kill. Now there's a Lux near our cap at the moment. Lining up a shot. Now I think that may be the same Lux that we were looking at in the north. And if we do shoot him, he's probably going to come in this direction. But we've got two teammates in between him and us. Rounds out on the Lux. Just missed him. He knows he's being fired at by Arty. And he's definitely heading this way to try and get a shot. He's zigzagging as he goes. It looks like the A20 tried to fire at him. But he's ignoring it. And he's after our Panzer leFH18B2. Or as it's otherwise known, the Grasshopper. And he's just fired a mag into it. He's got the 20mm cannon. That's why he's firing so often. Unfortunately, he's just over a ridgeline, but if he comes forward, we'll be able to shoot. Rounds out, and... oh, he's coming our way, but he has been killed. But I think he saw us, so... yep, we're going to have to move, because otherwise enemy Arty is going to be coming in very, very shortly. Now, he tried to jinx the Arty there by showing, moving back to his old firing position. And yes, an Arty round did come in just a split second later. And there's that AMX-40 duck. We're dialing in on his position. There's a Stug nearby. We need to be fully dialed in because we're only just seeing the corner of his vehicle. And we might need to keep changing our position every now and then because the enemy will have an idea where we are. And they'll be looking for the tracer. Now that... oh, there's a T-80. We can hit him. Tier 4 Soviet. Rounds out. No, just a bit too long. Okay, we can see a Matilda 4 there as well. Lining up a shot. Rounds out. It should be... oh, and a kill shot. And that's another penetrating shot for sure. 309 hit points of damage in one shot. Okay, and we've lost sight of the enemy near there. In fact, actually, we've only got 2 teammates left against 6 of the enemy. So it's 3 versus 6. So this is going to be a very difficult battle from now on. We need the A20 and the Marder to spot for us. In fact, the Marder's come all the way back to defend the cap. And we're going to need our teammates to tell us where the enemy are, because they're more than likely going to go straight for our cap now. Unfortunately, I don't think the A20 is in a position where he can actually spot the enemy. So I think the first knowledge we're going to get that they're near the cap is, oh, he has spotted it, but I think that, I'm not sure if that's him or the Matilda, the Marder who spotted it. It's the Matilda. And he's just killed our A20, so now our only spotter is the Marder 38T or our Arty, because remember the Fifi has the best view range of all Arty's, 390 meters. And the Matilda's being hit repeatedly by our Marder, and we get a kill. But somebody is still capping. So it looks like one of the other enemy tanks is in the cap, and we need to spot them. Now, my guess is that that will be the AMX-40. But there is a light tank still in the game. Well, that is the AMX-40, actually. There's an M3 Lee and an AT2 as well. Now, the AT2 is fairly slow as a tank, but the M3 Lee, that's a bit quicker. So he's guessing where the enemy tank's likely to be. And there's 2 in the attack now, so we definitely need to get sight of where they are. The Marder's moving in. There's the AT2. Okay, we can fire a reset at him, but he's already been hit. Okay, so we hit him, but where is the other tank? Rounds out on the 82, gets a kill. There's only one left in the cap now. Now, where is he? He's either behind that pile of snow, or he's in one of the bushes. The Marder's moving closer. We fired around behind. No, didn't work. So it might be one of these bushes. Oh, there's the AMX-40s hiding behind the wreck. Rounds out. And that's a reset. 109 hit points there. Going for the hit. And he gets a kill on the AMX-40. And that's a Top Gun. But there's still that M3 medium and 2 Artys out there. The Marder's moving back to a safe position to cover the cap without being seen. And we're still in opposition. Oh, we've been hit by the enemy Arty. And here's the M3 Lee. He's found us. We're dialing in on him, but he's moving towards us. And we get the kill shot on him. We need to move. Oh, the Birch gun found us. And he's killed us. So it's just the Marder left now against 2 Artys. 7 kills there for Frank 1776. And he's been hit by one of the Artys already. The M41 got a shot into him. And I know it's the M41 because he showed some stun. And the Birch gun doesn't have stun. So he's moving north to find the Artys. 7 kills, so close to a Radley Walters medal there for Frank 1776. He'll be very disappointed that he didn't get that next kill. But, yeah, it would have been very difficult too because he couldn't move quick enough to get out of the way of that Birch gun. Does have a rapid fire rate and very quick to dial in on a new target. And the moment the M3 Lee saw him, the Birch gun and the M41 were both dialing in on him straight away. There's no doubt about that. They would have been both after him because he was a much bigger threat than this Marder. And the Birch gun's been found. And I don't give much for his chances now because he's up against a Pack 40 gun. And he did fire around at us and we've lost a lot of hit points. But that Birch gun is now dead. And we know where the M41 is. He's been spotted. And the M41's just fired his gun. Now I'm surprised the Marder's not turning around to go after that M41. Because although he's got a 155mm howitzer, the Marder does have that Pack 40 gun. So I think what he's relying on is he's going to sit here behind that pile of snow, which makes it very difficult for the M41 to get him unless he relocates and comes down towards the Marder. So I think he's initially after an invader medal, but he's also forcing the M41 to come down to a position where he doesn't want to be, and then the Marder can hit him with the Pack 40. He may have been scared off from actually going directly after the M41, although he should really do it, because after all, he's still got enough hit points to take out that M41. And you can see that the M41 just cannot get a hit on him from his current position. He needs to move, he needs to get closer, and he needs to change his angle to shoot from a different angle. Mind you, if he does that, he'll probably be spotted. 30 seconds, that M41's going to have to come in. And Frank is actually giving him advice saying he's probably got just 2 more shots. He may be running low on ammo by now. 10 seconds. And that's the last minute hooter. And so he's going to settle for an invader medal. And you can see the M41 was very close because a fence went down just outside the cap. And there he is. He's actually proximity spotted just after we've won and capped out. So let's have a look at the end of battle stats. It's an ace tank for Frank 1776 in the 105 leFH18B2. It's difficult to ace this vehicle because so many people have it and the standard is very high. He also got a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. He got 12. A defender medal for resetting the cap and getting at least 70 defense points in the process. A high caliber for dealing the most damage, and a Top Gun for getting at least 6 kills. But sadly he missed out on getting that Radley Waters as well, which would have made this a really epic game. It's a good game as it was, but it would have been even better with a Radley Waters. So let's have a look at team score. There he is, top of the table. He managed to get 2,006 hit points of damage. Should have got the high caliber out of that as well, but he did get the high caliber. Sorry, what am I saying? Of course he got the high caliber. And he got 2,006 hit points. The next high scorer was in fact the Marder with 1249, and after that it was the Matilda 4 who managed to get 1,015 hit points. When it came to kills, it was Frank who got the highest amount, 7, so he's got the top in that column too. The next high score after that was the Matilda 4 with 4 kills, and after that the ordinary Matilda with 3. The Marder only managed to get 2 kills, and when it came to base XP it was definitely Frank, so he's got the top in all 3 columns. 984 base experience points, 866 goes to the Marder, and the next high score after that was the Excelsior with 548 experience points. Let's have a look at detail report. 29 shots fired, 12 direct hits, 5 penetrations. He did very well on penetrations in this game. 10 splash, damage of 2,006 hit points, of which 1,913 were up more than 300 meters. Obviously, the close shot was that M3 Lee, who came over the rise, saw him, and immediately aimed, but so did Frank, and Frank got a kill shot out of it. He received 1 hit, it was a penetration, and he also received 1 hit by way of splash damage, and damaged 8 of the enemy, killed 7, and did 652 hit points of damage assistance. And well, he actually got 100 defense points, hitting the various enemies as they were sitting in the cap. On a free-to-play account, he earned 33,795 credits, and after repair and ammunition resupply, he took away 28,308 credits. He received 984 base XP times 2 for the first victory, got 394 because this is a premium vehicle, and 2,362 experience points altogether. So a fantastic round there by Frank 1776. I'm sure he laments not getting the Radley Waters, but he's happy that he got the victory all the same. If you enjoyed that replay, please give this video a like, do subscribe to our channel, and hit the notification bell so you get alerted when we put a new video up. We do plenty up, so there's bound to be something there that you'll like, and thanks for watching.